Hello and warm greetings. Pay attention for this time English news from Khurshid Global Network. The Hizb Islami party led by Gulbuddin Hekmatyar and the Afghan government are at odds regarding the confirmation of scheduled exit of foreign forces from the country to conclude a peace deal. Officials of the Hizb Islami has told Radio Free Europe that certain issues remains unresolved between the party and Afghan government to conclude the agreement. The acting head and deputy of Hizb Islami, Muhammad Hakim has said the Afghan government has confirmed a schedule for the exile of foreign forces. Hakim has said the outstanding issue on the way to peace deal is the exit of foreign forces, and the government must at least ascertain a schedule for the exit of the foreign soldiers. He also added that the party supporters peace talks between the Afghan government and the Taliban group. Scam says Hekmatyar said earlier last month that he has changed his condition for peace process with the Afghan government by stepping back from his demands for the complete withdrawal of foreign forces. A top Taliban leader has been arrested during a special night operation conducted by the Afghan National Security and Defense Forces in northern Kunduz province. Provincial Police Chief Abdul Bashir Rashid said the detained key Taliban leader has been identified as Qari Salim and was arrested with 6 other militants accompanying him. He said Qari Salim was also acting as the Shaidu district governor of Khanabad district and was involved in majority of terrorist attacks in this province. At least 2 militants were also killed and 2 others were wounded during the operation that led to arrest of Qari Salim, the official added. Meanwhile, the Taliban militants group has not commented regarding the reports so far. The arrest of Qari Salim comes as the Taliban insurgents have stepped up terrorist attacks in northern provinces, including Kunduz province, during the recent months. The group launched a major offensive earlier last month as they announced their spring offensive and attempted to retake the control of strategic Kunduz city, which briefly fell to Taliban control last year. 35 casualties at least in air and artillery strikes on Aleppo city and its countryside, and in the fall of the shells on Sheikh Maqsood and other areas in the city. Rose to 35, at least, including 7 children and 3 citizen women. The number of people whose death was documented by the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights. They were killed for bombing by warplanes and helicopters, shelling by the regime forces on the city of Aleppo and its countryside. The fall of shells launched by the factions on areas in the city of Aleppo where 19 were killed, including 2 children and 2 citizen women, and bombing by warplane and helicopter over areas in Bab al-Narab neighborhood in Aleppo, and on Al-Lemoran and its vicinity, and on the town of Kafr Hamra, northwest of Aleppo, and on the town of Tal al-Daman in the southern countryside, and on the city of Manbij in the northeast of Aleppo province. Iraq's Kurdish Peshmerga forces wrapped up an operation east of the Islamic State group's northern hub of Mosul Monday after recapturing 9 villages, a statement said. The Kurdistan Region Security Council said the operation launched before dawn on Sunday had achieved its key objectives. The KRSC statement listed 9 villages that had been occupied by since the summer of 2014 and were previously mainly inhabited by northern Iraq's Kake and Shabak minorities. The provincial involved ran 5,500 Peshmerga fighters backed by US-led coalition airstrikes and reconquered an area of 120 square kilometers. The area near Khazir lies near the main road between Mosul and the autonomous Kurdish region's capital, Arbil. The KRSC claimed that in the course of the 2-day operation, 140 IS fighters were killed and 14 car bombs were destroyed. Thank you very much. That is it. Take care.